Hello, everyone. It's good to be with you. I am Reverend Wendy Silvers, and welcome. Hello, hello, hello. Lovely, lovely to be with everyone. So, what I am going to do for the first 10 minutes is I'm just going to invite people to just in the comments. I'm just going to invite you to place what you're feeling. And then after that, we're going to just move into the spoken word portion of this. I know I've received many emails from people that are expressing their feelings about this experience, about what's happening. I'm just going to put myself, I'm narrating. I just want to let you know that this is a safe space for you to just share what is going on for you, and then we'll move into the envisioning and the spoken word. And I know that a lot of people have requested that I continue this prayer circle. So if you are someone that would like to still participate in the prayer circle, would you please place that in the comment box, and that will let me know if you want me to still contact you. So there you have it, and there will be more information that I can share with you at another time as soon as I have more information. But you all were present, and you all heard that he suspended his campaign. He didn't withdraw from the campaign. So I'm sharing that with you just because some people have taken the mind that he gave up, but he did not do that. He suspended. So please keep that in the back of your mind. And he also invited people to, unless you're in a swing state, to vote for him, because he's still on the ballot. I believe it's 23 states. So you can keep that in your mind as you're moving through this process. And I'm going to mute everybody. Okay. So please stay tuned, because there's going to be more information that keeps coming out. And this space that we've created here is a really sacred space. It's a space where we come together to be uplifted. We come together to stand in unity, because as his campaign motto is, it's about healing the divide, and it is about standing together in a united state of consciousness. And this all faith prayer circle is such a demonstration of how people from different walks in life, different faiths, come together for the past, those that are on this prayer circle, for the past almost 8 months, and those that were on other prayer circles for much longer than this. So please know that every single thing, every single action that you have taken made a difference. It's really essential that you know what a difference you made, and that even though he suspended his campaign, you had an integral part for changing the conversation, for supporting this man. He is still the same beautiful, courageous, compassionate, brilliant man that he was before he suspended his campaign. So I really invite you to bring that into whatever you're feeling in this moment. Please remember how you felt when he announced his run. Remember how you felt when he declared his independence. That hasn't changed. There was an evolutionary shift that happened. And what I know is that nothing is lost in the universe. Energy is not created or destroyed. It might change shape, but you and everything that you've done, your contribution to this experience is huge. Please, please take that into your heart and remember that, so that you don't lose sight of every single contribution that you made. Can I get a yes? Can I get an amen? Can I get a right on? I'm with you. Oh, yes. Let's go. All right. Yes. Beautiful. Mm-hmm. And we do. We absolutely do. I invite you, Tricia, to put something into the comment box if you're willing to do that. Thank you for your heart. I send you a heart back. I am so honored and privileged to be here with you, honored and privileged to hold this prayer field with all of you, because you each bring your unique consciousness into this space. So you've heard me say this over and over again, a united state of consciousness. This is a divine and beautiful movement, a movement in consciousness. So there is a plan, there is a divine plan that is unfolding. I rest in that. I stand in that. Remember, I shall not be moved. We shall not be moved. Do not let appearances take you off course from knowing that there is something that is unfolding in this moment that the surface mind, the mortal mind, may not understand, may want to try and figure it out, may not have an answer, but stay the course. Neither dismissing, denying, or ignoring what your feelings are, right? There was something, that's something within you that I believe is that God aspect of yourself is what had you join this campaign. That hasn't disappeared, correct? You all are still connected to that divine aspect of yourself. The creator doesn't go away. It's there. So my invitation in this moment is to bring your awareness into your heart center, move into that field of love. Love always wins. Life always wins. No matter what you might see in the outer world, no matter what's swirling in the outer world, that's man-made. That's not God-made. So I know that RFK Jr. is moving from a place of divine guidance, and that each and every person here caught that, because you all have something within you that is compelling you to move forward. Yes? Yes, I see heads shaking. Yes. So that doesn't go away because he made that announcement. There's something that's happening. So let us be in the, I want to use this word, the alchemicalization of what's happening. Remember that in this moment, that there is something that is alchemicalizing. You know, we could deal with basic facts, we could talk about that, but I know there's something greater seeking expression. So we don't need to bother with all of the other things and the fears and the doubts and the worries. We don't ignore them, but we don't need to sit there. We get to. It's a privilege. We are privileged here. We get to step away from that low level vibration that's operating in the idea sphere, in the world. We get to step away and dive into our hearts, dive like the waterfall, move into that knowing within our hearts and our soul that there is something magnificent afoot, and that RFK Jr. is moving from a higher frequency, a higher octave, and that we are here, all of us are here because we are vibrating at that. We recognize deep calls unto deep. I know that God does not know from a political party, not the God of my understanding. I know that this presence is everywhere in its fullness, right here, right now, as my life, as your life, as RFK's life, as RFK Jr., as Cheryl's, as the families. So we get to come together and we get to support him as he moves forward. You get to choose whatever it is, whatever your path is. It will show up, rise up. The road will rise up to meet you. But let us rise higher. Let us not devolve. Let us not sink into negativity. Let us make a commitment to ourselves and to each other that we are going to stand high, that we are going to absolutely remember that yes in your soul. Remember what happened inside of you when you heard that he was going to run for president. I haven't ever met another human, another candidate that has the heart, the mind, and the soul, the humility, the brilliance, the consciousness, the spirituality, the love of humanity, of this earth, of all of its creatures as RFK Jr. So we come together. Remember what Jimi Hendrix said, when the power of love is greater than the love of power, the world will know peace. And then there's another one. The power of the people is greater than the people in power. So we get to be that tipping point. We get to be that by coming together and anchoring that in our hearts, in our minds. And from that place, we take actions. Yes? Sound good? Yes? Amen? Okay, great. So, being in that field, what I invite you to place in the comment box is qualities: peace, love, joy, beauty, intelligence, wisdom. What are you committed to holding for yourself and for RFK Jr. going forward? Beautiful. Great. Yep, all that. I love reading this. Beautiful. Yes. So as you are with me here and you're looking at the comments, I want you to take that into your heart, because what one person places in there is for everyone, because we are all interconnected. Any concept that we are separate from one another is false. So we don't worship before false idols. We stand in truth. The truth is, God is everywhere. God is right here. Love is right where each and every person is, right where RFK Jr. is. There is all of that happening. So when you see that in the comment box, know that's for you as well. So you get to declare it. You get to embody that. That becomes the living word for your life. So you're claiming that as each and every person. And if there's something else that you want to place into that comment box, my intention is to be a greater place and space of love. My intention is to be more loving. My intention is to stand in that place of truth. My intention is to speak love with where I go. My intention is to support RFK Jr. You get to place that in there. Yes. That's right. Hope is still there. Yes. Love it. Truth and compassion, courage. Yes. Beautiful. Yes. So we hold this space. We hold these truths to be self-evident, evident through the self. This is what we hold. Yes. Saint Francis of Assisi prayer. We get to hold that. Okay. So I'm going to read this to you. I read this to you a couple weeks ago, but I want to read this to you again. It absolutely bears repeating. It's good to be with you. But, okay. All right, here we are. It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes short again and again, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at the best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither know victory nor defeat. So, victory, everything that RFK Jr. has done up until this moment and going forward is victory. It's a victory, what he has done. So, you get to celebrate this for being an absolute aspect of this very victory. We hold this in our hearts. So let us move into that field. And as we move into this field, I want to read something to you as well from a man named Jack Kornfield. The only place freedom is found is in your own heart, exactly where you are. So we get to couple daring greatly with freedom is found in your heart, exactly where you are. So you get to declare victory, you get to declare freedom, you get to declare your independence from anything and anyone who would try to limit you, who would try to put you in a box, who would try and make you wrong for standing for what you believe in. That is what this undergirding message of this campaign to this point has been: healing the divide, declaring your independence, having an opportunity to have freedom of speech, freedom of thought, freedom of action. So we continue to hold this field of expectancy, of support, of solution. There is a solution at hand. So as we move into prayer, I invite you to bring your awareness into your heart and take a deep, slow breath. And exhale. And I want you to bring into your awareness the memory of where you were when you heard him say that he was going to run for president. How you felt, what you felt. Where you were when he declared his independence. How you felt, what you felt. I want you to bring your awareness, see, sense, and feel what you felt in those moments. And then with great love and appreciation for RFK Jr. and for your experience on the campaign trail up until this moment. Because I know this might be a moment that feels like an ending, but I believe that in every ending, there's also a beginning. But in this moment, I want you to reflect. What are the gifts you received from being part of this visionary, evolutionary, landmark, historic campaign. What are the gifts? Bring those gifts into your awareness. And then you can put what you feel those gifts were and are into the comment box. Mm-hmm. Lovely. Mm-hmm. Beautiful. Thank you all for placing your gifts in this comment box. Thank you for your willingness to be part of this historic campaign. Lovely. Because what I know, as I said to you, that energy is never lost or destroyed. I know that this vibrational frequency that has been established only continues to rise. So you're declaring this, and you're being here, you're declaring this, you're putting it into motion even more by remembering and declaring your gifts to let it flow, be in that flow. You get to be the called out ones. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. And we have RFK Jr. to thank for this, for being that way shower. And I know he's not done yet. So in this moment of acknowledging the gifts from this experience, from acknowledging all that has occurred from the moment you heard him running for president until this very moment here, this very second, just feel into the gifts. And when you're complete, close your eyes and just meet me in the heart center. And I'm going to speak the word. And as I always say, whatever your faith is, please include this in this prayer. This is not about division. This is about united we stand, divided we fall. So we come together in unity, unity, community. This lovers of love, this lovers of God, lovers of RFK Jr. So grateful. My heart is overflowing with gratitude and thanksgiving for this virtual sacred prayer circle for RFK Jr. Grateful for each and every person that has shown up so consistently every Sunday, for every single person who has shown up on the campaign trail, for every single person who has donated or hosted or put out a sign. So grateful for the right use of technology that allows us from around the world to connect. People from Europe, New Zealand, Ireland, all around America, coming here to meet in this space in support and appreciation of RFK Jr. How magnificent that is. And in this beautiful space, It is so easy for me to recognize, to recognize, to re-know God is in the midst of all of this infinite, invisible presence that cannot be contained, whose circumference is everywhere, in everything, as everything, through everything. One power, one presence, one life, one love, called by so many names in so many different languages, and even by those who cannot speak. God is right there. I know that I'm one with this presence. I know and affirm that as I am one with this presence, so with each and every person here, direct connection with this divine presence. And in this unified field of oneness, not sameness, oneness, we come together to declare and to decree that God is all that there is right here, right now, living itself as each and every person. And especially we are holding this space for RFK Jr., for Cheryl, for their family, for all who have been part and participants in this campaign. Nicole, her family, the leadership team, the staff, volunteers, each and every person here who has shown up to be part of this prayer field, this transcendent prayer field. In the name of all that is holy, my heart is just overflowing with awe and wonder for the awesomeness of God that leads, guides, and directs RFK Jr. as he goes forward. Maybe he suspended this campaign, but I know that there is something that is seeking expression through him that is far greater than can be expressed in this moment. I know he's divinely guided, guarded, protected, directed. I call forth a peace that passes all human understanding. I call forth peace of mind. I call forth peace like a river flowing to, through, and around him, Cheryl, their families, all who have been involved, all the participants. I know that peace is an interior vibratory frequency. It is a place in consciousness that expresses itself in the outer world. So I'm calling for peace in the mind, peace in the heart, peace in the spirit. And I'm calling forth the outward expression of peace in any hot spot of the world where there might be any evidence of violence. I'm just calling forth the cessation of any and all violence. And I'm calling forth the cessation of any and all violence right here, right now. Emotional, mental, physical, spiritual, financial, religious, educational, political. I'm calling forth the continual deconstruction and dissolution of any corruption, of any surveillance, of any attempts to hurt or harm sentient beings in any dimension of time and space. I bless RFK Jr. as he continues to go forward with his vision, and he is a man with a plan. So I know and I call forth all that is needed and necessary for him to continue to walk forward in the direction of ending the forever wars, eliminating chronic disease and all of the diseases that affect our children, eliminating the decimation of Mother Earth. And in its place, I'm calling forth clean air, clean food, clean seeds, clean soil, rich, nutrient-dense soil for Mother Earth and all of her children. I'm blessing the two-leggeds and the four-leggeds and the winged ones and the creepy crawlers and the slithering ones. I'm blessing each and every person that said yes to being part of this campaign in any manner or form. I'm calling forth a revelation of wholeness, truth and transparency, honor, decency, respect, appreciation for each and every person who has participated in this campaign, in the staff, in the volunteers, in the leadership team, knowing that RFK Jr. stands in that place, that holy place. He stands upon holy ground. Wherever he goes is holy ground. So I bless every single aspect of his path. I know he is divinely guided. He is protected, that God has his front, his back, his side, his above, his below, goes before him to prepare the way, walks alongside him as he continues to walk this walk and blesses and transmutes everything that has come before this present moment into that which is for his highest and greatest good. This is what I know, and this is what I accept. I call forth peace and peace of mind for Cheryl, courage for her to live with her whole heart, knowing that God has her back and front and side and above and below, that this presence goes before her to make smooth any jagged edges, walks alongside her so she knows she is never, ever alone, and blesses and transmutes everything and anything that has come before this present moment into that which is for her highest and greatest good, absolutely knowing that any of the slings and arrows that might come toward her for supporting her husband dissolve and return to their native nothingness, that there is something that is being birthed within her that might not have been known before, but I'm just calling it good and very good. And I bless the children and the grandchildren, the ones that work on this campaign, the ones that are supporting this campaign, absolutely knowing that there is something new that is happening. What I know is that God makes a way out of a seeming no way. So there doesn't need to be any manipulating or pushing or shifting or shaping or making something happen. It's about making something welcome. So this field of receptivity that's being established here by this prayer and by each and every person who has said yes to being here is making this field welcome for miracles. I'm calling forth miracles. And I'm blessing each and every person here, each and every person that has been on the campaign, staff, volunteers, leadership, and I'm blessing the way forward. And I am calling forth that way that is being made for RFK Jr. to go forward and stand in that visionary place to lead what it is that he would like to lead. And I'm calling forth truth and decency in those with whom he interacts. I know that something new has been set in motion, something visionary, something evolutionary, something revolutionary, because each and every person here is having a revolution and an evolution in consciousness. This is the time, for a time such as this, each and every person here, RFK Jr., Cheryl, their kids, the grandkids, the team, Nicole and her family, there is something that each and every person's soul has said yes to. So each and every person's yes reverberates throughout this universe. God does not make mistakes. There are no mistakes in God. So I know that there is something being worked out here that I lean into. I lean into it like a little child, Be ye as a little child, with open like awe and wonder for the magnificence and the wonder, awe, and awesomeness of God. And knowing that this and more than words can say, more than eyes can see, more than the mortal ears can hear, is unfolding with a perfection, with ease, with grace, divine timing, God's timing. Humans keep time with a watch, with facts and figures. And God keeps time with an is. It is unfolding right here, right now. Love and peace and joy and beauty and wisdom, intelligence is the very activity of each and every person's life here. As they return back into the activities of their life, renewed, refreshed, recalibrated, restored, ready to meet what rises up. Creativity is afoot. And so blessing each and every person, blessing RFK Jr. and Cheryl, their kids, the grandkids, Nicole, her family, the team, all aspects of the team, all aspects of each and every person that has been there. I just bless them. I bless them. I give thanks for them. I know that good and more good is unfolding in through and as their very life. that no person, no place, no thing can come nigh their dwelling place, for they dwell in the secret, sacred place of the Most High Good, the Most High God, Most High Love. This is what I declare. This is what I affirm. This is what I accept is the very activity of their life. And knowing that this word goes forth and is made manifest, I simply allow that to be. And knowing it is so, I say, Amen. Amen, amen, amen. It is done. Takwe, oh, your sin. Ho. Okay. Thank you all for being here. Please feel free to email me, faith@teamkennedy.com. If you have any questions, I will make sure to stay connected to you all. Pleasure. I will just let you finish your comments. Yes. Yes, yes. You are so welcome. Beautiful. All right. So I'm going to unmute the line for now. I'm going to give you an opportunity to just shout out your love and appreciation in whatever way you would like. Alex is here. So good to be with you. Great. Okay. So you can unmute yourselves and
Thank you, Reverend Wendy.
Thank you, Wendy.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much,
everybody.
Thank you, Wendy.
Thank you.
God bless.
Wendy, really appreciate
You're
it.
doing
God
well.
bless you.
Love you, Bobby.
So beautiful.
All
of you,
Bobby
Bobby.
be blessed.
Love you, Bobby.
Love you, Bobby.
Go.
And Cheryl.
Love you,
Bobby.
Bobby.
Thank you, Hope.
Bobby is
Gwen.
will
Take care.
Continue to
God's will be
Thank
done.
you, Reverend Wendy.
Thank you all for your
Thank you.
service.
Thanks be
It
to
is much
you
appreciated.
all.
Will
Yes.
of God.
Thank you so much.